Hey everyone, welcome back. So today, it's something a bit different today. I'm doing a little bit of brand exposure for a small inspired by company in the south of England, which I think does definitely deserve some support. And also, I think it deserves our money, if I'm honest, because yeah, you've got your perfume parlors and you've got your essence vaults and all this, that, and the other. And I've sampled, obviously, not everything from each company, but I've sampled from them all. Um, Noted aromas, all of that. And I've I've yet to be suitably impressed by any of them. But these guys are different. So if you want to find out a bit more about Rosa Salas, stick around. Yeah, so I was put on the Rosa Salas by a subscriber and a friend on Facebook. Shout out to you, Lee Hall. We were having a conversation. He was actually purchasing a unwanted fragrance from me. In fact, if you watch my Aaron Terrence Hughes haul, he's the guy that purchased Blue Fever because although I loved it, the missus didn't. So yeah, he's the lucky guy that ended up with that. So gutted. But at least he's found a home where it'll get used. Anyway, yeah, we got into a conversation about fragrances, as you do, fragrance aficionados, frag heads. You find a common ground immediately when it's, the topic of conversation from the start. So anyway, down the rabbit hole of what we've experienced and what we like and dislike, down the rabbit hole we go, and we got onto dupes. Now I had a substantial amount of clones, not even that long ago, and as they say, elevated my game. I sort of moved away from them, kept the ones that I thought were worth keeping, and I in not much time at all found myself actually replacing some of them with the originals after getting my nose on the originals and thinking, that the inspired buys hadn't really met the mark. So during our conversation, Lee said, "Oh, there's a guy who lives not too far from me. He's got this small company. He trades online. He's got a Facebook page. So if you're on Facebook, check out Rosa Salas." And the guy, the brains behind the operation, and the guy who's putting in all the hard work, is a guy called Vitor. And you could not meet a nicer man, honestly. I've had back and forward conversations with him, and he's very passionate about what he does. And let me tell you, I'm currently wearing Hendon, which is their inspiration of Leighton. I have Dusk by the Woods Collection, which, to my mind, is the best quality readily available Leighton clone. Some people might disagree, but that's how I feel anyway. I'll tell you what, this outperforms it. It really does. And I mean, I've sprayed a couple of things on other parts of my skin. I've got so good. I've got Alpha here. Yeah, Alpha, which is his take on Dior Homme Parfum. Or is it intense? Really, really good use of iris in it, or whatever aroma chemicals or anything they've used to assimilate orris root. Very, very good. Very well done. Here I have Oud Colonia Furia, which is the Acqua di Parma Colonia Oud inspired by. Very close. Very, very close. The differences are negligible. and whatever differences they are welcomed in a way that the differences don't make them inferior, if you know what I mean. It's like, and it's not really so much a twist that takes it in a completely different direction. So you'll wear them and think, oh yeah, it's just like that, but it's not like it's lacking in anything. I mean, if anything, so say for instance, so this is no, that's not that one. Amethyst, right? This is their take on Herod. Now, I'm lucky enough to have a pre-reformulation bottle of Herod. So it performs, it's not a beast, but it performs really well. Now, I think this might be a bit brighter than Herod, but it's got everything that Herod's known for. And it's as if there's a slight, really barely detectable white floral in there, but it's very, very nice. And everything that I've sampled has been a great performer. And after speaking to Vitor, he said, you know, this is something that we try and pride ourselves on, is whatever we churn out, even if the original fragrance is known for having moderate or even weak performance, we try and stick as close to it or add something that we think it needs in order to make it a better performer. Now, what I will say is this. If you're the type of person who wants to go after clones and inspired buys, and your primary motivation, or at least a large chunk of your motivation, is to save as much money as possible, then stick with your noted aromas and your other things. You know, like 300ml bottles for 25 quid. Keep ploughing all that untraceable chemical with with no you know, certifications and stuff like that on it, because it's synthetic crap, and that's why it's so cheap. Like, how can they afford to put out bottles of the stuff delivered to your house for that kind of money and still make money? You've got to question that, I think. So the use of the oils that are in there, that must be like dramatically inferior to something that you should want on your skin, because at the end of the day, you know, you're soaking it up. So that's my 2 pence worth anyway on the subject. You do what you want, you know. Chances are, if that's all you wear, you're not even watching this video right now. So what I did after speaking with him and looking on the site, I decided, I got this discovery set here. I've just got them stood up so I could easily pick them back out. So they come in this set. Now it's 10 fragrances of your choosing, excluding their private oud line, which I've not actually asked Vitor, but I'm assuming they're using real oud in. I don't know what strength of oil, whether it be 3% or what, I don't know. But they're like 85 quid for 50ml, the real oud ones. And I haven't tried. Oh no, I tell a lie. No, I do have a little sample here of something from the private oud line, and came recommended, not by Vitor, by somebody else. Lu Cayenne. Sprayed it just before. It's really nice. There's almost like a cherry sort of, or even maybe almond with it. I don't know if it's a twist on anything, but and a clean oud, very nice. But I can't really smell anything over the Leighton that I'm wearing. Big mistake. I didn't even shower myself in it either. So anyway, sorry, getting away from the fact. This is the discovery set, right? So it comes in this really, really good box with a magnetic closing mechanism on the front, and then inside comes your 10 fragrances. I think it was 40 quid. Now, you'll think, oh man, you're paying £4 per sample there, but it's a really good box. I'll reuse the box, and obviously, you know, after speaking with Vito, he can't really discount that because of the money that's gone into, because you've got to remember it's a small company, so you know they're not going to have got these made in, you know, 1,000 units to save on money, you know. And I think the extra effort that's been taken to present it like that is really good, because you could use it as a gift, couldn't you? You know what I mean? You customize a 10-piece set for someone and give them it as a gift. So I just wanted to get that so I could actually see the presentation of the discovery set and show you guys, you know, what you get if you choose to get that discovery set anyway. So yeah, that's the discovery set. Now, his 10ml bottles just come in a simple little box like this, and that's the 10ml bottle. And I must say, the atomizers are shit hot. Oh, this is the absolute Ventus. It's so good as well, you know. Like really, really good. Like the Ventus with the spice, you know what I mean? Like the extra spice and pepper and stuff is just, it's good. Like, it's good. It's one of them invigorating smells, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the 10ml. Now, his 10mls, I think I've got the page open actually. Yeah, so I've just went into a random fragrance there. This is Angelico, inspired by Angel Share, right? So this is what you'll get, the options you'll get if you choose to buy something, if you just one thing, right? Okay, so the 10ml is £20, all right? The 30ml, 40 quid. The 50ml, 50 quid. But he does an offer now. I'll have to check with him, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think it's a standard offer, but he does 5 10ml bottles for 45 quid. But that's excluding the I think the original creations, because he's got his own original creations on there, and obviously the Oud private line, because they're more expensive. But anyway, aside from those I mentioned, you've got extrait options as well. So a 30ml extrait of this particular fragrance is 50 quid, and then a 50ml extrait is 65. I haven't smelled any extrait versions of anything that he does, so I can't tell you, like against the original, so I can't tell you, you know, how the extrait performs with the higher oil concentration. So I can't comment on that. But what I did get was one of his own creations. Now this is a 50ml bottle. And the 50ml bottle comes in this tubular box, as you can see. We have it here. And this is Oud Enigma. And it doesn't smell exactly like anything. But what it does, it smells awesome. It smells absolutely awesome. Oh. So clean Oud, like westernized Oud. Don't know if it's an accord or what, and it's more than a typical Western designer Oud where you just think, where's the Oud? It's there. And I think there's maybe leather and amber and some fruits and that in this. But it's not funky or rough or anything. So good. So good. All I said to him was, I want to try one of your original creations, just send me one. So I don't know whether this is the most popular or the one that it's more to his personal taste, but it's really, really fucking good. Really good, really good. Love it, absolutely love it. I sprayed it and I walked past the missus and she went, "You got my Tonka Cola on?" "No." "Arabian's Tonka?" I went, "No." And then she got closer and she was like, "No, it's not. What is it?" So I told her. She was like, "Oh, so that's yours, is it?" Because she likes to wear unisex, even masculine leaning stuff from time to time. And I was like, "Yeah, that is mine." But yeah, that's how the 50mls come. I'll say it again, the level of quality here and the actual performance, strength of the scents. Like, I'm engulfed in this Leighton, and I sprayed it about an hour ago. And you know, I've had full wears of everything. The Leighton here, I think the spices are a bit more ramped up. You don't get as much vanilla and stuff in it, but I like it. I like it. Yeah, and I've got another 10ml down there, which is the Fico di Amalfi from Acqua di Parma. Outperforms the Acqua di Parma. There's a slight difference in it. I would say that nothing is absolutely identical, because obviously that would be very difficult to achieve. And I don't even know if I've ever smelled anything that's absolutely identical to original from any clone house or any of these inspired by companies either. But this is, you know, I'll put both my testicles on the line by saying this, that this is the not just the best inspired by company that I've come across. It's not even close at all. Like, in terms of quality, strength and performance, it's not close. There has been some I've had from Perfume Palette in the past that have been, you know, relatively good, but very hit and miss with those. You know, unless you know what you're getting and you've had them before, or you've smelled them on a friend, it's a roll of the dice when it comes to what you're going to get. It really is. But you know, I got 4 of them for my missus as well, and 2 of them she immediately said, "Right, order me a bottle of them," both of them. And it was the Cafe Rose, Tom Ford Cafe Rose inspired by, and the Fleur Narcotique inspired by as well. Oh, and she also got a Noir Extreme, which she's already got a bottle of, but it speaks for itself because she's not easily pleased either, you know. So guys, I'll leave a link in the description down below. Head yourself over, even just have a browse, you know what I mean? Just like, I really do think that we need to support these smaller companies, because how else are they going to survive? Like, especially since COVID and stuff, you know, COVID shut down a lot of small businesses, and you know, if they, you know, meaning, you know, the powers that be have their own way, we'll never be independent and we'll never be making our own money. We'll just be slaves to the system. So while there are still small companies out there manned by people like us, everyday people, I think they do deserve this, whatever support we can give them. So head on over to the site and have yourself a look around and try some stuff if you like. I recommend them. I really, really do recommend them. Rosa Salas, great company.
And after having a word with Vitor, he's been kind enough to generate a code for us guys. So when you get to the cart, just before you check out, where it says enter coupon, hit FRAGLAD10, all capital letters, and you'll get 10% off your order, excluding any bundles or already discounted items. But how good is that of him, yeah? 10% off.
So that'll do for today, guys. I've got to go because I'm going to the hospital to get 2 teeth taken out, because they found a baby tooth in my gum that never came through, and it's causing problems. So yeah, great stuff here. Never rains, but it pours. But yeah, that'll do it for today, guys. I really just wanted to give a huge shout out to the company, to Vitor, who's the brains behind the operation. The experience I've had with them there's been no negative things to say, really, honestly. Rapid delivery, like, you know, you get your order in early enough and it's often the next day. I'm going to be putting an order in at the end of the month for another 5-10 mils once I've decided, you know, like, yeah, can't say enough, guys. So that'll have to do for today, guys. You know the crack. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves and each other, and don't forget, keep smelling good. See you next time.